After months of planning and preparation, you're about to view the first broadcast of the Fox 17 News at 10. With tonight's premiere broadcast, Fox 17 makes the following commitment to you, our West Michigan viewers. Fox 17 will provide a high-quality, responsible news broadcast. The broadcast will be based on facts. The broadcast will be fair and balanced in content. The broadcast will not prey on the sensational events of the day, but rather cover stories most important to the viewers of West Michigan. And we'll do it at a time most convenient for viewers, 10 p.m. While startup is tough and we will have our bumps along the way, you have our promise that we will continue to pursue excellence in the news product we deliver to you. Thank you for joining us for the Fox 17 News at 10.
And straight ahead on Fox 17 News at 10, West Michigan gets even more snow. The question tonight, when will we get a break?
And sales jump among women shopping for bigger vehicles. We'll explain. Fox 17 News at 10 starts now.
You're watching Fox 17 News at 10.
The winter of '99 rolls on, hitting West Michigan with several more inches of snow. But there may be light at the end of the snow tunnel tonight. Good evening, everyone. I'm Michelle DeSelms.
And I'm Monty Knight. Thanks for joining us. First on Fox 17, the weather. Another shot of snow had folks firing up their snowblowers and grabbing shovels again to clear away more of the white stuff. Weary crews were out all day salting and plowing the roads. It's a drill they've become very accustomed to over the past 10 days. And drivers are getting used to seeing accidents like this one when they're out and about. These two cars ended up in the median tonight following an accident in the eastbound lanes of I-96 near Leonard.
We certainly have seen our share of snow these last couple of weeks.
That's right, and probably not the last of it. In fact, many places have already gotten half of their annual snowfall. For more on that, we turn to Fox 17 Chief Meteorologist Peter Chan. Peter?
You know, you guys, the way we do things around here, it seems to be all or nothing when it comes to the weather. In the Grand Rapids area alone, we've seen 35 inches measured officially out at the Kent County Airport at the National Weather Service office, but the western suburbs of town have had as much as 45 inches of snow in the last 10 days. And look at this. Along the lakeshore from around Muskegon, Grand Haven, south through Holland and South Haven, some areas have seen between 45 and 55 inches of snow in just 10 days. That's just amazing. And at least, fortunately, we've seen a let-up in the snow for the time being. We are going to see the snow that we had around here this morning and into the afternoon. It's moved out, and now we have in its place just a few patches and light flurries, nothing heavy to worry about overnight. So if you are going to be getting out early this morning, we are looking to see for conditions to be gradually improving, at least to begin the day, though we're going to see a little more light snow during the day tomorrow. So when you wake up tomorrow morning around 7 a.m., look for cloudy skies, little patchy light snow or flurries. Temperatures may actually go up a few degrees overnight, getting back up into the teens. Wind chills will not be quite as bad as they've been over the past couple of mornings. And sunrise time now is at 8:11. Coming up, I'll tell you about that light at the end of the tunnel. Looks like a little warmer air could be heading our way not too long in the future.
All right, Peter, thank you. And one of the hardest hit areas is Allegan County. Strong winds blew across Lake Michigan and dumped more snow on the area today. It's a problem for the people who live there and especially for the folks who work to protect them. Fox 17's Will Jones joins us live now from Allegan County with the details. Will, what's it like out there?
Well, Michelle, in a word, it's cold. Now, as you can see, I'm in front of the Allegan County Sheriff's Department. Now, 911 dispatchers work on the second floor of this building. Now, they say it snowed every day here except once since Christmas. And all this snow is causing big problems for emergency crews. These are the sights and sounds of Allegan County, and it's been like this night and day for the past 2 weeks.
The C. Charlie area is in service at 1,700 hours.
There have been hundreds of weather-related emergencies already this year.
Victor 3, Sergeant Reamer's Ma.
And Allegan County dispatchers deal with every one of them.
Allegan Central, Jan.
For a county with so many emergencies, this dispatch crew is relatively small, with only 18 total employees and only 3 working each 12-hour shift.
It's a zoo. We get accident after accident. We get calls that are backed up. People continuously keep calling.
And just like the snow, the calls just keep coming.
Very busy. Road conditions are terrible.
And it's changing the way emergency crews do their jobs.
We normally work just 2 men in the ambulance, but when it's really snowy, to assist with lifting and stuff, we use 3 people, and that helps out.
Anytime you've got wind conditions and snow, it's not so much of a fire factor as it is a personnel factor. Right now we're dealing with that. My guys are cold. It's like any other fire department that fights fire in this kind of weather.
Now, 911 dispatchers here say another problem they're having is people calling in asking for information about road conditions. Now, they say if you want information on the condition of the roads, don't dial 911, either call AAA or catch your local newscast. I'm live in Allegan. Will Jones, Fox 17 News at 10.
All right, some good advice there, Will. Thank you. And another highway note to pass along to you now. Officials will be shutting down a stretch of US 131 between Ann and 44th Streets in Kent County tomorrow night to remove the snow from the median wall there.
More snow trouble. Leave your sidewalk covered with it, and you could end up paying the price. Many communities now require residents to keep sidewalks fronting their homes free of snow or face a fine. The city of Ionia will charge you at least $45 to clear your sidewalk. In Kentwood, residents face a fine or even jail time if they don't shovel. And in Grand Rapids, a crackdown on snow-covered cars is underway. Police were out today placing notices on cars that haven't moved in days. Those cars can get in the way of snowplows and emergency vehicles. The stickers serve as a final warning to move it or lose it to the tow truck. So far, nearly 400 cars have been stickered.
We have a gas emergency to tell you about tonight in Berry County. Consumer Energy tells Fox 17 that more than 1,600 homes in Hastings are being affected tonight by a gas line break. Now, the company warns residents in the area not to relight their gas appliances or furnaces because fumes may have built up inside of your home, and that causes a potential fire hazard. Crews are going door to door right now, checking things out in your area, so you should wait to hear from them before relighting your appliances.
In other news, students in Grand Rapids will soon have another safe place to go after school. At tonight's school board meeting, the city's school liaison committee announced plans for 3 new community centers. They'll be housed in a couple of elementary schools and Grand Rapids Tech High. Agencies from around the community will sponsor after-school and evening activities at the centers.
That are involved, campfires involved, there are a whole plethora of groups that are involved in our after-school activities.
Portion of the committee hopes to have the centers up and running by next month. Now, the school board is also focusing tonight on the future of 2 of the district's oldest buildings, Coit and Franklin elementary schools. Fox 17's education reporter Amy Turner is live at the administration building with more on a couple of public hearings scheduled this week. Amy?
Well, Monty, Coit Elementary's been around since before the turn of the century, and Franklin isn't far behind. The board says now is the time to get public input and make a decision on the building's future. The writing is on the wall. After 123 years of use, Coit Elementary is past its prime.
It's too old.
Even students know their school is in sad shape.
It's falling apart.
For starters, the floor isn't flat. The doors don't lock. They're chained shut. And most of the windows don't open.
That's why we've nailed them all shut, because if we operated them, they would fall out.
Other windows won't close, and the heating system is unpredictable at best.
Monday morning, it was 45 in here when we walked in.
For the last 20 years, the district has talked about building a new Coit school. It's even asked voters for extra tax money, but the answer has always been no, leaving these students in a century-old building.
It's time, let's do something. Let's do something for the kids.
District officials say it's also time at Franklin Elementary, an 85-year-old building in similar shape. The biggest problem there is lack of space. The school psychologist works in a corner.
Works with children behind the screen here.
And the art teacher prepares for class in a hallway.
We're not looking for frills, we're looking for basic things for children.
The district has set aside several $1 million for building improvements. The options at Coit and Franklin include renovating the old schools, building new ones, or closing Coit and busing students to other schools. You have a chance to comment on those plans. Public hearings are scheduled for tomorrow at Franklin and Wednesday at Coit. Both meetings are at 6:30 in the evening. We will be there and we'll have a report for you tomorrow at 10. Live at the school administration building, Amy Turner, Fox 17 News at 10.
Thanks for that report, Amy.
Snowy weather postponed the federal court trial of a Michigan militia member. Randall Graham was scheduled to face trial in Kalamazoo starting today. He is accused of plotting to blow up several federal buildings. Prosecutors say Graham was growing and selling marijuana to finance a violent anti-government plot. That case has been rescheduled for tomorrow. In Grand Rapids, a man was charged today with killing another man with a hammer. 19-year-old Kenneth Allen was arraigned in district court today. He is accused in the beating death of Billy Perry late last month. Police say the two were fighting over money.
I-94 is a corridor of crime. That's according to a new study by Michigan State University. It shows that crime rates in the 7 counties between Lake Michigan and Detroit are higher than in the rest of the state. Experts believe crime follows I-94 because of the population growth and the increase in drug trafficking between Chicago and Detroit. Well, if you're just tuning in, you're catching us on a landmark night at Fox 17. A time for us to begin a new chapter in our service to you.
You've come to watch our station for its quality entertainment and sports programming, and tonight we expand our commitment to you with the first ever primetime local newscast here in Grand Rapids.
The effort comes after years of planning and months of construction. The summer scene around the Fox 17 studios was almost serene, but soon changed. In July, the roar of trucks, tractors, and jackhammers started filling the air.
Within weeks, what was a parking lot turned into the foundation for a state-of-the-art TV news operation. Station manager Ed Fernandez calls it a solid foundation for the future.
Our intent is to provide a solid news and information source to the West Michigan market, utilizing some of the latest technology today.
By October, the building was completed by Dan Voss Construction, and the installation of equipment began. Soon, computers, cameras, and video editing machines, the tools used to gather news, were put into place.
On December 14th, General Manager Pat Mullen was joined by Congressman Vern Ehlers and State Senator Glenn Stile for a ribbon-cutting ceremony at the new facility. It gave the public a chance to meet our staff and view the new news-gathering items, including a satellite uplink truck, a new weather computer system, computer-based video editing systems, and a state-of-the-art news computer system.
Well, it's great to have them because Tribune Broadcasting is a news media company and they know how to cover news, and they have provided us with the equipment to do the job right.
And that brings us to tonight, our first broadcast.
And we want to thank everyone out there for the warm wishes, for the flowers, for the huge box of antacid that we have used so far. We appreciate everything, and we want you to know that we will work hard to do the best job that we can of covering local news.
Still to come on Fox 17 News at 10, find out how this new missile is keeping U.S. pilots safe from the Iraqis. That's next.
Wrap up your husband with savings on winter sport coats, suits, and sweaters. Wrap up your sister. Save now on all juniors winter sportswear. Wrap up your kids with savings on all winter fashions. And wrap up yourself and save on all winter outerwear and coats. Save 20 to 50% on all winter fashions for the entire family. Now at Rogers during our winter wrap-up clearance sale, where savings have never looked better.
Firefighting used to be a man's job, but on an all-new King of the Hill, the volunteer unit is acting like children.
You half-wits could be looking at jail time. I am also insane.
And the best man for this job may be Peggy Hill.
Oh, yeah!
King of the Hill.
Tuesday night at 8 on Fox 17.
On the next Seinfeld.
Used to be a flight attendant.
I will be there to hold you, always there to know you.
The moments that define our lives don't take place on the grand stage of public view, but rather in the warmth and love of the place we call home.
Always there to understand. Come here. Okay, come on. Let me just put this shirt on you. Oh, gosh, okay. It's okay. Okay, I'm coming. Okay, hold on.
Hey, some calls you won't.
Don't need to get that.
And some calls can wait.
Alrighty.
Caller ID from Ameritech. You get free display unit, shipping, and activation.
Oh, yeah.
So call 1-800-404-1111.
deny everything. That appears to be the strategy President Clinton's legal team has come up with for his upcoming impeachment trial.
The White House issued a 13-page response to the Senate today. The report claims the two charges against the president are too vaguely worded and don't warrant removal from office. However, the White House has no plans to move to dismiss those charges until both sides of the case are presented.
More military action in the skies over Iraq today. U.S. warplanes patrolling the no-fly zone fired on 2 Iraqi air defense sites. Pentagon officials say the pilots fired their missiles because they felt they were about to be attacked. The U.S. aircraft then returned safely to their base. By the way, this is the 6th incident involving U.S. planes over Iraq since December 28th. And U.S. F-15s used some tricks of their own up in today's exchange. A brand new missile called a standoff precision-guided missile, the AGM-130, allows pilots to attack targets as far as 50 miles away, and that keeps pilots even further away from Iraqi missiles. This is the first time that the new missile has been used in combat.
More news from the Middle East tonight of Y2K cult fears in Jerusalem and controversy over a boat from the time of Jesus Christ. Details now in tonight's Fox World Wrap.
Experts believe the first-century boat was used to ferry supplies along the Sea of Galilee, where the scriptures say Jesus walked on water. Israel's Antiquities Authority is planning to allow it to be displayed at the Vatican. But protesters say the move will wreck what's left of the boat and hurt tourism. Growing fears in Jerusalem tonight that the recently deported Denver-based doomsday cult may be just the tip of the iceberg. Israeli officials are preparing for a possible flood of violence-prone extremists seeking to hasten Armageddon or the Second Coming. 229 people died when Swissair 111 crashed off the coast of Nova Scotia. Now the National Transportation Safety Board is recommending immediate inspections of overhead cockpit wiring in all MD-11 aircraft. Crash investigators found damage to wires entering the overhead circuit breakers. And Revlon announced today that it will eliminate 1,200 jobs to boost profits. That's 7% of its workforce.
The best-selling cosmetics brand in the country has been hurt by global economic turmoil, especially in Asia and South America.
Peter Chan has your forecast for us when we come right back.
It's the steamy romance novel everybody's talking about.
Slow Tango in South Seattle.
Oh, God, not you too. But who is it based on? Did a young Fraser actually have an affair with?
His piano teacher.
Aha. Take a look back at Fraser's first romance on the next Frasier.
Now through January 28th, McDonald's famous mouth-watering quarter pounder with cheese sandwich is just 99 cents.
All right. Where are my keys?
That's 99 cents for a hot and juicy quarter pounder with cheese, pickles, and onions all on a sesame seed bun. But only until January 28th. Got him. It's an offer so good, you may just forget about everything else.
Honey, dinner's ready.
Did somebody say McDonald's?
On the next Seinfeld.
Used to be a flight attendant.
Sexy specs, cool sight. During DOC's New Year's sale, you'll say cool price because every frame's 30% off. Get a complete second pair for just $19.99. Great for sun, reading, or a spare. Plus all clear disposables, just $19.99 a box. DOC's New Year's sale. Cool sight, cool price.
This is the year I'm gonna get organized. This is the year I start a filing system that works. The year I hunker down, and I mean hunker.
Staples has Avery products at low prices, so don't just say you're going to get organized. Get organized.
This is the year I lose the weight.
Bob, we're going for pizza. Want to come?
Ooh, pizza!
Staples has Avery Index tabs for 94 cents and over 7,000 other supplies at guaranteed low prices. Yeah, we've got that.
You're watching Fox 17 News at 10.
Welcome back to Fox 17 News at 10.
Boy, we've been in the deep freeze all month long, though it's only been 10 days. Normal high should be up around 29 with a low of 15. Look at these readings this morning. Most places in the single digits for lows, even 2 below at Grand Rapids and Battle Creek. In fact, east of here, Lansing was down to 10 below, and it was as cold as 18 below at Big Rapids. Readings never recovered much more than 14 along the lakeshore at Muskegon. Now, we did have a fair amount of snow move through the area earlier today, and you can see that quickly move out of the area. Now we're in kind of a dry slot, so we're not going to see any accumulating snow overnight, and that's good news if you want to get a chance to dig out, especially if you have plans to head off on to work or school tomorrow morning. There shouldn't be any additional travel problems. Now, current conditions, we are looking for temperatures to be holding right around the single digits to 10 above for the next couple of hours, but they'll actually be going up a bit. And relative humidity 79%, wind out of the east-northeast at 5 miles an hour, wind chill at 5 above instead of 25 or 30 below like it's been the past couple of days. As far as snowfall across the region today, we did manage to pick up around 3 or 4 inches in the Grand Rapids area, more off toward the lakeshore, and areas farther south toward the I-94 corridor saw 2 to 4 inch snowfall accumulations. Temperatures at this hour again are hanging in the single digits to around 10 above, and that'll be a case through much of the night. Temperatures across the region, well, that's a different story. We're sitting here in the deep freeze. It's in the 40s as you go south toward the Ohio River Valley. Unfortunately, though, some of that warm air isn't going to quite make it up here, though we will see our temperatures moderate a little bit. It's well below zero up across Minnesota, and you can see our system today quickly race off to the east. There is another little piece of energy that's going to be diving southeastward and linking up with a weak area of low pressure tomorrow that could bring us some additional light snow, perhaps an inch or two here through tomorrow evening, but we're not anticipating any major problems. This area of high pressure dropping down out of Canada will pass just north of us on Wednesday, bringing us a sunny day, but it's going to be another cold one with highs only in the teens. But this is what some people have been waiting for now. It looks like as we head toward the mid-month, temperatures are going to end up being above normal across the country. In fact, much above normal here in the Great Lakes and Northeast. And normal high temperatures through this period are in the upper 20s with lows in the middle teens. My forecast for tonight, look for cloudy skies across the area, just some scattered flurries. Temperatures will actually go up a few degrees overnight with a light and variable wind. For the day tomorrow, we are looking for cloudy skies, periods of light snow, and maybe an inch or two by evening. High temperatures getting back up to around 20 with a north to northeast wind. And then in our 5-day outlook, we are looking for the sun to return here by Wednesday, though it will be a cold day. As promised, it still looks like an overall, at least the beginning change in the overall pattern to allow us to warm back up, maybe around or a little above freezing by the weekend. So I'll have more on that over the next couple of days.
One day of sunlight, something to look forward to.
Oh, yeah.
It's kind of funny how an inch or two of snow seems like nothing. Yeah.
Thanks, Peter.
Thanks a lot, Peter.
Still to come on Fox 17 News at 10. They're a big help during these snowy days.
But sport utilities aren't just for men anymore. We'll tell you why women are opting for the bigger size coming up.
Psst. Eat the Whopper. That's 40 grams of fat.
Go ahead. Get the everyday Whopper value meal.
61 grams of fat.
Naughty! Listen to your smarter half. Go to Subway, where you can get one of 7 subs with 6 grams of fat or less.
Try Subway's barbecue chicken sandwich. It's under 6 grams of fat, so you can indulge your appetite without feeling guilty.
Subway, the way a sandwich should be.
It introduced the most powerful overall line of pickups on the planet and stamped the terms V10 and Magnum Power indelibly on the face of truckdom. It kicked open the door to the next generation of pickups and made such an impression that today, this is all you have to see to know what's behind it. Consider this a plug for the new Dodge.
One of the most exquisite casino resorts in the world. Central Michigan's entertainment capital, Soaring Eagle proudly presents an American legend, Debbie Reynolds. Tickets on sale now at Soaring Eagle and all Tickets Plus outlets. Come soar with us. Debbie Reynolds, February 11th. Soaring Eagle Casino and Resort, Mount Pleasant, an hour north of Lansing.
Tonight's Fox 17 News at 10 is brought to you by Sullivan's Carpet.
Welcome back. They are the hottest sellers on the automotive market.
Yes, sport utility vehicles and light trucks make up nearly half of the new cars sold in the U.S., and many of them by women. Tonight, Fox 17's Lisa Nedoff is here to tell us why women are buying these cars more than ever now.
Well, Michelle and Monty, it's no surprise that men once dominated the sport utility truck market. But as we see in tonight's Ladies' Room report, it's women who are now driving sales higher. Tanya Stevens just bought her Mercury Mountaineer.
Because on January 1st, I had a Cutlass Supreme and I totaled it.
She's one of millions of women who say size counts.
I feel a lot more secure. It's bigger and it doesn't bother me to drive a bigger vehicle. I feel a lot safer with a four-wheel drive.
Area dealerships notice the growing female market.
Our sport utility business is up, and a huge portion of it is the women market.
We're running anywhere from 40 to 50% now coming in on sport utilities. It's no longer a male-dominated market. It's very much opened up to the women buyer.
There's another reason why more and more women are buying sport utility vehicles. It's a small reason, not small in importance, but small in size.
I like the four-wheel drive, and I have 3 small children, and anytime on the road, I just like the safety of looking at the smaller cars and knowing I hopefully will win the battle if something would happen.
And that market is growing. There are more than a dozen different sport utility vehicles and trucks available, and more are scheduled to hit the floors in the next 2 years. Some of them are being marketed specifically for women.
It makes sense now that so many women are buying them.
I'm a big fan of SUVs.
Oh, they're great. Thanks a lot, Lisa.
Still lots to come on Fox 17 News at 10. One of the NFL's most prolific coaches hangs it up.
Plus, Grand Valley hits the court tonight against the Bulldogs. Audrey Sturgis with sports just ahead.
#1 in carpet, Sullivan's. #1 in furniture, Sullivan's. There's only one place to shop for quality carpet and furniture, and it's on sale now at Sullivan's.
V-A-N spells Sullivan. In furniture and carpeting, he won't be undersold. He's #1 and here to stay, so shout it loud and bold. Who's the man who has the plan, who has the best for you? Sullivan, that's who.
This supernatural sense of smell I have is telling me I can get 5 Arby's roast beef sandwiches for only $5.95. And I understand they look pretty good, too.
Catch Big Ten hoops on Fox 17 Sports. The Spartans step up to face the Big Ten's leading scorer, Quincy Lewis, when Minnesota walks into the Breslin Center. Tip-off Wednesday night at 8. Only on Fox 17 Sports. What's the recipe for fun? Take one Little Mermaid, add a dash of Cinderella, a huge helping of color, 80, 90, 101 Dalmatians, shake, and add ice. It's Walt Disney's World on Ice. A whole bunch of your favorite Disney friends, featuring 101 Dalmatians, together in one spectacular live show the whole family will love. It's the recipe for fun, and it's the hottest thing on ice.
Tickets on sale at the arena box office or call Ticketmaster.
It may be cold outside, but it's spring inside. It's the Muskegon Area RV Dealer Show and Sale, January 13th through the 17th at Muskegon Mall. This area's largest RV dealers have put together their best RVs and their lowest prices for this show only. Travel trailers, campers, fold-downs, motorhomes, and more, all from the hottest manufacturers in the business. Don't wait until spring to buy. Come on to Muskegon Mall and get the lowest prices and the lowest financing right now. The Muskegon Area RV Dealer Show and Sale, the 13th through the 17th. Don't miss it. Tonight's sports on Fox 17 News at 10 is brought to you by Menards.
Good evening, everyone. I'm Audrey Sturgis, and this is Fox 17 Sports at 10. We start out tonight's show with some local college hoops. To Grand Valley State University, the Lakers playing host to the Ferris State Bulldogs. We pick it up here in the first half, and the Lakers turn this one into a block party. Myers feeds Young down low. Ennis draws the D and muscles it up and in. Nothing wrong with that. The Lakers looking to get it going. Same half, but it's the running of the Bulldogs. Leandre Salter dishes to Adam. Oh my gosh, Anderson Hold on to your seats, everyone. Right now, Grand Valley is leading 67-66 with a little over 5 minutes left in the game. Let's go ahead and stick here at Grand Valley, where earlier it was the women's turn at center stage. The Lady Lakers came in tonight with a 12-game winning streak, but early on they trailed in this matchup. On the break, Piasecki ahead to Raymond. Amy lobs it in for Mary Randall, who kisses it off the glass for two of her team high 16. Lakers within 8, but the Bulldogs smell the upset. Carrie Roy sending up Baker behind the arc. Dawn buries the 3. Ferris State pulls off the huge upset, knocking off 19th ranked Grand Valley tonight 75-58. And since it's Monday, that means it's time to rank the best of the best in men's college basketball. So here we go. Connecticut remains atop the leaderboard, followed by Duke, Cincy, Stanford, and Maryland. Michigan State remain in the thick of things, though, slipping only 2 spots from last week. The Spartans are now 14th. The post-John Thompson era has officially begun in Georgetown. Craig Esherick, the Hoyas' new head coach, will have many of these to look forward to. On the road against 13th-ranked St. John's, and it's the Redmen working the team game to perfection. Bootsy Johnson with the easy 2. Folks, this one came down to the wire, but 13th-ranked St. John's hung on to win by 2. Turning our attention to the NFL, it looks like the ongoing game of musical chairs continues to roll for 3 coaches, but not everyone wants to take a seat. Check this out. Kansas City head coach Marty Schottenheimer called it a day. This after the Chiefs posted a worst season in his 10-year stint with the team. The Chiefs wound up losing their last 6 games of the year, but despite it all, Schottenheimer says he's had a great run.
I just felt that given 10 years to get it done, and we really didn't accomplish it, I thought it was time to let
Eagle country, Ray Rhodes out, Andy Reid in. Reid, the former Green Bay Packers quarterback coach, now will get his chance to call the shots. The Eagles wasting no time naming their new main man, and Reid will definitely have the work cut out for him, especially since the Eagles ranked dead last in offense last year. And Ray Rhodes certainly didn't last long in the unemployment line. He was hired today as a replacement for Mike Holmgren in Green Bay. He's now the leader of the pack. And despite posting a gut-wrenching 3-13 season with the Eagles, Rhodes is confident better days are ahead. So that's what we got in sports.
All right.
Thank you very much.
Lots of coaching changes.
All right. Thanks, Audrey.
Thanks,
you bet. Still to come, the Fox 17 freeze frame.
Tonight, a natural wonder created by Old Man Winter. We'll be right back.
Give your home a new look for the new year with Dutch Boy paint from Menards. Dirt Fighter Interior Flat gives easy one-coat coverage. Dirt and stains wash right off, just $9.99 a gallon. Decorate your home with shelving from Nap & Boat. It's all on sale. Perfect for knickknacks, pictures, and more. Starting at just $1.89 each. Save on everything for your home at Menards.
Save big money at Menards.
I barely caught a glimpse of him.
What sort of shopper transcends the limits of space and time?
He was moving fast, knew just what he wanted.
A floor-mounted dimmer switch.
Finished his glasses and boom, there he was.
I got him on video.
Seemed like a nice man.
How do you know tulips were in season?
We've discovered the source of his power, the Ameritech Yellow Pages.
He had knowledge.
With more ads and the most complete information, it's the one that lets you get an incredible amount done.
Always left exact change.
How they see you is up to you.
I was invisible, and now I can see.
Don't be invisible. Get a pair of Sexy Specs during DOC's $19.99 New Year's sale, where every frame's 30% off. And get a complete second pair for $19.99 for sun, reading, or a spare. Plus all disposable contacts, also $19.99 a box. DOC. That's why we call them Sexy Specs.
Remember when winter used to be fun? It still is when you come to Chicago. We know how to have fun all winter long. And for a complete listing of our winter break events, call 1-800-2CONNECT.
Fox 17 News at 10 is closed caption for the hearing impaired.
In tonight's Fox Freeze Frame, winter has done what man so far has not been able to, put a bridge just below Niagara Falls.
It's a bridge made of ice. Huge blocks of ice swept over the falls from the shores of Lake Erie. Most winters, the chunks fill the gorge beneath the falls to link the U.S. shore with the Canadian shore. The ice chunks are often up to 50 feet thick. Tourists used to cross them, but that hasn't happened since 1912 when 3 people died. There was no bridge last year because of the mild winter.
That's not a problem this year, apparently.
No. Certainly not. What a breathtaking sight there to see Niagara Falls. Our weather, though, it's a Fox freeze frame here in West Michigan. It's going to stay that way at least through midweek. We're looking at some pretty cold weather, maybe an inch or 2 of snow tomorrow, a break, sunshine Wednesday, and then a gradual warming trend as we head into the weekend, though there could be a little bit of light snow or drizzle thrown in there. But otherwise, it is some improvement in our temperature department.
All right.
Thanks, Peter.
Thanks a lot, Peter. And that is Fox 17 News at 10 for this Monday night. Thanks for watching, everyone.
Join us right here at 10. Make it a habit. We'll see you then. Good night.